Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all doing great. It's time for another short video, this time from the PBA Finals. If you haven't been watching, you guys have definitely been missing out because both games were basically one possession games. Very good basketball being played. Talk and Text could easily be up 2-0 right now if a couple things went their way, but props to Ginebra. Scotty Thompson, big shot. But for today, I want to talk about Talking Ducks' switch to zone defense on pick and rolls from time to time. So I'll go through some clips, try and break them down a little bit, and I'll also show you how effective it was in game 1 versus how effective it was in game 2. The first question that we might have is, how do we know if they're actually switching to a zone? What if it's just a regular switch or a triple switch? So in this clip, we'll see that Jeff Chan, when he cuts baseline, Ray Parks, he actually stays. And now you can kind of see that they're in a 2-3 alignment. Okay, you'll see them here. Aram's up top, Kibbs up top, and then you got the three other players in their zone. Okay, and if you're TNT, I think you can live with a shot like that, a mid-range floater that's contested. And we'll see that happen. Another example of Pringle settling for a jump shot here. If you're Poi, that's definitely what you want. You definitely don't want him attacking you. I think the switch to zone fits their overall scheme because generally TNT likes to switch, and now the offense doesn't know if they're going to stay in a man or in a zone, and they end up with suboptimal shots. So it turns out that the switch to zone was actually pretty effective for Talking Text in that game, as they held Ginebra to just 3 points scored when using that particular defensive scheme. As we can see in the chart here, Ginebra only posted a 0.5 PPP, or points per possession, or points per pick and roll possession in this case, against the switch to zone defense of TNT on pick and rolls. So it was by far the most effective type of pick and roll defense. Now you may be asking, if they were so effective using that defense, why didn't they roll with it the entire game too? Well, for one, Ginebra has a smart team. Okay, eventually they're gonna figure out where the holes are. One of which is that the shot blocker ends up being at the top of the zone and takes him away from protecting the paint. Here, Arab's up top and there's no one to protect the paint, and TNT ends up fouling. Another tricky part is who's gonna pick up if someone cuts to the middle, because here we see Troy has to go with Japeth, otherwise it's gonna be a dunk. But now who picks up Mariano when he's cutting down the middle? Okay, that forces a small guy to pick him up, and then Ryan Reyes ends up fouling again. I think by the end of the game, Ginebra kind of knew what they wanted to do. They were gonna try and manipulate the defense, and here we see Japeth with Pogoy wrestling down low. And now there's the question: should Pogoy go with Jap? Jason's up top, ready to help because Stanley's got Poi Aram 1-on-1. So I can understand why Jason would stay up there. But what happens is Scotty did something really smart and he flared out to the corner, and that's how he got open for his game-winning shot. All in all, Ginebra is way more effective in game 2 against that switch to zone defense. Mainly because they were able to draw a lot of free throws. They ended up scoring 13 points on 10 possessions where TNT used the switch to zone. So it wasn't necessarily they scored out of the pick and roll, but we got to remember that there were some problems or opportunities caused by using that defense. So I put that under switch to zone as well. It'll be interesting to see if TNT uses this defense going forward. I'm really looking forward to the chess, back and forth, tactical adjustments made by both teams, and I still think it's going to be a really competitive series. Okay, thanks guys for watching. I really appreciate the comments and suggestions. Don't forget to subscribe and keep sending in your suggestions on things you'd like me to cover, to break down, to explain, or maybe if I don't know it, I'll do my own research on it. Okay, thanks for watching, fellas.